Welcome to the Blurmatic 365 channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, Brother Blur from the Midwest. Ooh. Welcome back, Legends community. It is Blurmatic 365, and today I'm back with video game movie news. And today's topic is actually going to be something I've done a video on. I guess you could say this is kind of an unofficial sequel to it. Dealing with Nintendo. All right, so Nintendo had a major success with the movie Super Mario Brothers that came out in 2023. It was one of the bigger movies that reached the $1 billion mark. And yesterday, Nintendo confirmed something that some of us wanted to see. I'm not saying everybody, but some of us. Nintendo confirmed that they're going to actually be putting out movies on a consistent basis. So let's talk about some of these movies, because I know some of the movies are coming out and something that's going to be surprising to it towards the end of the video. So we all know with Super Mario Brothers being highly successful, next year Nintendo is going to release the next movie, which is the sequel to that movie, Super Mario Galaxy. I'm looking forward to it because I really enjoyed the first movie. I've seen it quite a bit. And I'm looking forward to the second movie. And then after that, we have the next video game movie adaptation, which is not going to be a 3D animated movie. This time around, we're going to get The Legend of Zelda, which is going to be a live adaptation movie with Nintendo and Sony. And this is expected to come out in 2027. And then we have another movie that I've actually talked about on my channel as well, and it's no other than the Donkey Kong 3D animated movie. Still does not have an official release day. Speculation from Blurmatic, I'm thinking 2028. If Legend of Zelda came out in 2027, and Super Mario Galaxy is coming out in 2026, very likely that's going to happen. Now, hear me out on this. I like the idea that Nintendo is getting into the movie business. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to video game movies. I just hope that Nintendo doesn't get to a point, and let me just throw this out here because I know a lot of y'all are like, Blurmatic, what are you saying? I really hope that Nintendo does not do like Marvel or DC, where they over-release, right? They're doing good right now. They're wanting to drop one movie a year. Now, my thing is, I would like to see Nintendo, right? Don't get me wrong. If they can go to doing 2 movies or 3 movies a year, that is fine. You know what I'm saying? Once you start trying to do 4 or 5 movies a year, that's when things don't always work out. So I'm hoping that Nintendo's like, okay, look, we're going to start off releasing 1 movie a year, just to see if things are going to work out for our brand, right? And then if that is the case, release 2 movies a year, 3 movies a year, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Also, what I know so far about this is that Nintendo has a schedule. So they're going to have, so far they have 7 films that is expected to come out. That are going to be video game movie adaptations. And then the most interesting thing, all right, Birdman here for real, it's actually that Nintendo is going to do a crossover movie. And I'm like, Super Smash Brothers? That's the first thing I thought of. I said, yo, it gotta be Super Smash Brothers. And it's very likely because it said crossover movie. So I'm thinking that they're going to have their solo movies, right? It's going to be similar to like Avengers and Justice League. You're going to have those solo movies out from these particular Nintendo characters, right? That they release on a consistent basis. And then it's going to lead up to this big crossover movie, which I'm saying right now is most likely Super Smash Brothers. It can't be nothing else. When I heard cross, I'm like, yeah, I see you, Nintendo. Honestly, I'm happy to see where this could go. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. It seems like Nintendo has a vision, not just to stick with video game consoles or video games in general, but also wanting to expand the brand. I think Nintendo looked at Sega when it came to how well Sonic was doing, when it came to those video game adaptations. But Nintendo took it a bit further because some of that money does go back to their next games and stuff. Like we know they did that with the Mario game that came out. You know what I'm saying? The latest one, not the RPG one, but the one before that. Anything is possible. I hope it works out for Nintendo. I just hope that they don't put out too many films. You know what I'm saying? Because then people might get tired of wanting to see video game movies. And I think video game movies have come a long way. Let's be real about it. It has come a long way. And I'm happy to see that. I'm like, yo, I'm glad that we're seeing video game movies actually doing really good. Even video game TV shows, truthfully. So I hope Nintendo does eventually decide to do TV shows, right? Because I want to see not just movies, but I would like to see TV shows as well. But it is the hardest working blog on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, what Nintendo character would you like to see an actual video game movie adaptation? It is the hardest working blog on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for engaging in the comments, liking because you want to help me get the video out in the algorithm, and also sharing so I get on the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you want to actually subscribe to the channel to help me grow my community, subscribe. It is the hardest work on YouTube, guys, and I am out. Thanks for watching the channel. The blur from the middle of the map, it'll blur Matic 365.